All right. What's up, YouTube? My name is Ty, financial advisor. Welcome to my channel. All right, what up, everyone? What up, swirls? What's up? Give me 1 second, cause of course, of all times, is when my mouse decides to run out of battery. Never fails. You know, always runs out of battery during the live show. So let me plug this in real quick. But yeah, guys, my bad about getting started a little late here today. A couple minutes late. There was a lot to cover, for the TA at least. So, yeah, spent a little extra time doing the drawing some support and resistance, and getting my notes set up here today. But appreciate you guys for bearing with me. Some technical difficulties to get started with. Come on. Come on. Alright, that should work in a second. Just ran out of battery. But alright, guys. So Swirl says, it's Friday, it's Comic-Con 2022 weekend, y'all. Is it? It's in New York this week? It usually is in New York, right? I'm not really into Comic-Con and cosplay and all that stuff. But, yeah, that is pretty big. I know Comic-Con is a big thing, and usually, I do see people walking around in their costumes here in New York. Haven't really seen it since the C19, but maybe it's back. But yeah, shout out to you, Swirls. Thanks for being here. The OG San Diego Comic-Con. Alright, so it's not in New York. Sounds pretty fun, though. So, you're gonna go, Swirls? Not sure where you're from. I think you're from, California, right? But, alright, dude, sounds fun. Alright, there we go. Mouse is working now. Cool. Alright, guys. So, today is Friday, July 22nd, 2022. I'm your host, Ty, and this is Smarter Gambling. And today we're doing the show from Raw-Ministan. Yep, today was pretty rough. All major indexes in the red here. And I believe crypto is starting to go in the red as well. Crypto did pull back. So yeah, kind of expected. Some healthy pullback here. You know, we've been ripping for like the past 2 weeks. So, not a great way to end the week. But, you know, can't say I'm surprised. We definitely were due for some pullback here. So, yeah, you know, not too bad. But everything in the red here today. So we're doing the show from Raw-Ministan. Hope it wasn't too bad for you guys. So, regardless of how the market's doing, we'll check it out here in a second. Got a great show for you guys today. Today might go a little longer than I expected. Maybe about 2 hours. Probably about 2 hours today. We'll see how many people, depending on how many people come in and chat. Looks like we're starting a little slow here today, but Fridays usually are the best day for streaming, so I do expect more people to come in later. But if not, that's fine. I do expect to go hour and a half to 2 hours. Hour and a half to 2 hours today. Probably closer to 2 hours. As always, we'll be doing our daily stock and crypto reviews. And today we got 4 articles here. One about FTX and BitDumb. Big news coming out of there, or rumors at least. One about 3 Arrows Capital. We've been following that story for a couple weeks now. Got an update on 3 Arrows. So stay tuned for that. And then we got 2 articles about Russia. One about interest rates. They cut their interest rates. That's pretty surprising. So we'll get to that. And then one about Russia and Ukraine. They came to an agreement on their grain, which is one of their biggest commodities for the both of them. So pretty significant news today. 4 articles, and then we'll get to the TA. Today we're going to do 2 TAs. First one, Snap, which we kind of looked at yesterday. They had earnings. It was really bad. But yeah, today we'll do a full TA on that. Got a bunch of price downgrades as well. And then we're going to do TBLT, Toughbuilt Industries. We did cover that one last month. But yeah, that has been short squeezing low key the past couple of days. Has gone up quite a bit, about 200%. maybe even more, maybe like 300% from the low. So yeah, those two made top 10 StockTwits today. I think Snap was number 2 and TBLT was number 3, I believe. But yeah, major price action of both stocks. Popular stocks right now in StockTwits, so we will cover both of those. 2 TAs today, Snap and TBLT. And then we'll get to the Yolos. And Yolos are pretty good today. Mostly lost corn. A lot of lost corn. But yeah, there was some pretty good content on Wall Street Bets lately. There has been some pretty good content on Wall Street Bets lately. So, yeah, got some pretty good stuff for you guys today. Good amount of articles, 2 TAs, and a good amount of YOLOs. So, yeah. So, today's show should go up 2 hours. Still looks like we're a little slow here getting started, but that's all right. All right, guys. So, let's begin. And before we get started, please like the video, please subscribe, and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. And once again, guys, we are officially monetized now, so if you'd like to donate, feel free to super chat me, or super sticker, or super thanks. And I'm figuring out how to do memberships right now. We just got monetized a couple of days ago, so I'm still trying to figure out how all this stuff works, but I am going to set up channel membership and probably just post my Patreon content, the same content I have over on Patreon on the channel membership. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Still trying to figure it out. All right, guys, let's do it. Boom. All right, there's the All right, cool. Let me check YouTube real quick, and then we'll get started here. All right, we're at 3 viewers, 5 likes. So, yeah, it looks like show's a little slow today. Kind of weird. Friday is usually the best day, but that's cool. Hopefully more people come in a little later. All right. Let's get started here with the watch list. All right, so the Dow Jones down 0.43%, NASDAQ down 1.85%. So, yeah, NASDAQ pretty bad day today, and the S&P down 0.93%. So, yeah, overall, not the greatest day today. Pretty good. VIX is down 0.3%. Kind of weird. You would expect the VIX to go up when everything else is down, but that's pretty cool. Actually, 0.26 now. So down 0.26%, down 0.06 points. We're at 23 VIX now, 23.05. So VIX is actually looking pretty good, pretty decent. Still not great. Ideally, we want to get under 20 VIX, but we've come down quite a way. It used to be, in the high 30s not too long ago. So, yeah, VIX is looking pretty good. Not over just yet, though. All right, let's get on to the watch list here. We'll start on the green side because there's not much in the green. So, number 1 gainer, TBLT, which we'll discuss today. Second, 39% gain there. And then big drop off from there. Really nothing going up after that. American Express about 2%, Twitter 1%, Kraft Heinz 1%, XELA, IBM, Pepsi, Walgreens, Dollar General, J&J, Coke, Pfizer, Tesla, eBay, Starbucks. That's about it on the green side. Yeah, so barely anything in the green, and the stuff that is in the green, not much price action. So I don't know, this is a bit deceiving. The markets actually did worse than the indexes would suggest. Yeah, let's take a look on the red side. Maybe value didn't go down that much today. But yeah, there's certainly not much in the green. All right, on the red side, we got Snap, number 1 loser, down 39%. And we will discuss that first today. Then we got EVFM, honorable mention. EVFM down 14%. I think this was like number 10 or 9 on StockTwits. So not too many mentions. But pretty big price action, 14%. It's at 86 now. So I still think that's going down at 50. I did a video on that, I think last week. Um, so yeah, that was squeezing for a little bit, but looks like it's coming back down. And I think it is due for a pretty big pullback, not financial advice. So honorable mention, EVFM. Pinterest down 13.5%. That's pretty nasty. Peloton down 13%. What happened there? Redbox keeps going down 12%. That's at $3 now. Bed Bath & Beyond 12%. Affirm down 10%. What the hell's going on there? Wayfair 9.3. Roku 9%. Honorable mention AMC. AMC did get wrecked today, 9%. And random stuff here. SOS, ATER, Oxygen. Honorable mention Mullen. I think that was number 10. Yeah, I think that was number 10 on StockTwits. Honorable mention Mullen. That's down 8%. Everything's down here. Wish, MMAT, Marathon, BitNile. Damn, Facebook went down. Meta, 7.6%. That's pretty rough. Yeah, meme index is down 7% today. So it looks like growth in memes getting wrecked here. Doesn't seem like value is getting hit too hard, though. Yeah, it looks like 420's down. Neo, Novavax, GME. GME did do their stock split. And that was supposed to be bullish. But no. That was supposed to cause a squeeze, right? MOAS. But that never happened. It's actually down now. And we do have some GME Yolos coming up later in the show. Yeah, more 420. Tilray, Sundial, Canopy Growth, all getting wrecked today. Bitcoin stocks down. Palantir, 6%. China's down. We're just going to breeze through this now. Roblox, Google's down. Damn, Google went down 5.6%. What the hell? Yeah, it looks like tech is not doing so good today. Google and Facebook getting wrecked here. What else we got? HYMC still here. IMPP. Alibaba, Coinbase, Nvidia down 4%. Ow, that's pretty bad. Yeah, Alibaba's down 4.3%. Robinhood 3.5. And this is where the value starts. So, yeah, you got Nike about 2%, PayPal, Amazon 1.8, Microsoft 1.7, Netflix 1.5, Disney 1.4, got Ford, GM, Apple 0.8%. So, yeah, that's about it. So, yeah, definitely most of the stocks in the red today. But by far the most price action is growth and tech. So it looks like value didn't get hit too hard today except for the tech stocks. But yeah, really what's going down today is the growth. And then tech is also weighing down on that. So, yeah, this is a bit deceiving. I would think that the stock market did worse than the indexes would suggest. So yeah, not too bad of a day if you're a boomer, but a pretty bad day here if you're an ape. So we'll just give that the go. Alright, so yeah, hope it wasn't too bad for you guys. That was pretty nasty. Let's get on to crypto now. Just you and me, bro? Yeah, I don't know. Kind of weird. Definitely slow show today. And like I said, Friday usually is the best day for streaming, so hopefully more people come in later. But yeah, that's pretty weird. Only person here today is Swirls. And I guess the lurkers. There are some lurkers. Everyone wallowing red. That is true. Usually, that could be a reason why. When things are red, when it's a, when it's a bearish day, there are less people. But yeah, this is pretty odd. Oh well. I guess it's nice. It's a nice day outside. Everyone's keeping busy, enjoying their Friday. Maybe everyone at Comic-Con. Maybe that too. Yeah, I really don't know. But all right, guys. 1 second here. Let's get to crypto. I mean, if there's no one here, then the show is going to be pretty quick. So let me open crypto real quick. Yeah, it says 2 viewers, 5 likes, so no one in the show today. Pretty odd. That's alright. We'll do it regardless. Okay. So, crypto time. So here's crypto. That is down 2.82% today. Yeah, so crypto is pulling back here. Quite a bit as well. I guess there's some healthy pullback. Yeah, let's see what's going on. So Bitcoin down 1.9%. Ether down 3.2%. Binance down 0.9%. XRP down 2.35%. Cardano down about 4%. Solana 7%. Doge 3.6%. Polkadot 3%. Polygon 6.5%. Avalanche 6.5%. Sheep 3.5%. Don't see too much green here. Just Leo. Yeah, Litecoin down, FTX down, Ether Classic, Chronos down. Damn, Ether Classic came out of nowhere. It's at number 22 now. It's ranked higher than Chronos. But yeah, I see a whole bunch of red. Let's sort this out. Yeah, Bitcoin used to be 24.5K. Now it's pushing 22.5K again. So it's been pretty volatile. Alright, let's start on the red side. No, let's start on the green side, my bad. So there's actually a decent amount of coins in the green here. Yeah, a lot more than I thought. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. All right, we'll just call it about 15 coins on the green side here. 85% of the coins in the red. So yeah, on the green side, mostly growth. Biggest gainers Bitcoin Gold 21%, and then big drop off EOS 10.4. Then we got Kusama, Trust Wallet, Neo Quantum, and then Leo, which is the biggest value coin here, number 18. So yeah, not much happening on the green side. Not many coins on the green, and the stuff that did go up is mostly growth. So that didn't have too much of an effect on the market cap. And on the red side here, so mostly all the coins are in the red. 85% of the coins. But price action wasn't too bad. Worst loser is Thorchain, 10%. Biggest value loser is Solana, 7%, and then Polygon, about 6%. And then Avalanche, 6%. So yeah, today was pretty bad in crypto. Most coins in the red, and good mix of value and growth in the red here. So yeah, that sucks. That's pretty unfortunate, but like I said, seems like just some healthy pullback, because we have been ripping pretty hard the past week. But yeah, there you have it, guys. Pretty bad day in the stock market, pretty bad day in crypto. So all around good today. Bearish day. Not a great way to end the week. All right. So what's the next order of business? News time. Let's get to the news. One second here. So we got 4 articles today. Gonna pull that up. Oh, we actually have 5 articles today. Alright, we'll give that a second to finish loading. Alright, guys, so today I got 5 articles here. Pretty significant news. So, one about FTX and BitDumb, one about 3 Hours Capital, one about BlockFi, and 2 about Russia. Let's do it. So, first article, FTX mulls buying top South Korean exchange BitDumb. Though nothing is confirmed yet, talks have been taking place for several months, insiders say. So, key takeaways. FTX is in talks with BitDumb about a potential acquisition. A new report from Bloomberg indicates the two firms have reportedly been in advanced talks for several months. A BitDumb spokesperson commented that nothing could be confirmed at this stage. FTX seems to be on a purchasing spree. It has recently acquired crypto lending platform BlockFi after it suffered a liquidity crisis. Okay. So yeah, this is some pretty big news. Surprised nothing came out sooner about this. So yeah, no confirmation just yet, but if this were to happen, this would be huge. You know, FTX is currently buying everything up right now, major monopoly, and yeah, BitDumb. You know, I don't think I've ever used BitDumb before, but I know it is a really big exchange in South Korea. So this would be a huge acquisition. And kind of weird because BitDumb has not had any liquidity issues, or not that I know of. So yeah, you know, FTX taking over the world. Them and Binance, Coinbase, and Crypto.com taking over everything. So yeah, we'll keep up with this. I'll update you guys, see if this actually happens. And if it does, that'd be pretty huge. All right, next article. So this is about 3 Hours Capital. So 3 Hours Capital founders resurface, hint at relocating to Dubai. So Zhu and Davies of 3 Hours Capital recount the story behind the hedge fund's rise and fall as they prepare to relocate to Dubai. All right, so yeah, we've been covering 3 Hours Capital for a couple weeks now. A lot of drama happening, and there was a report that the owners did disappear and they're on the run, but now they're breaking their silence. So noble of them, right? So yeah, it says because of highly leveraged bets, Terra and Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. Those are the reasons, the big reasons as to why the hedge fund went down. They say they lost their own money. A lot of people lost money. They lost their own money. Sorry about the sirens, guys. Gonna talk over it. Yeah, they said they didn't expect the whole Terra thing to happen, the Terra Luna thing to happen. And yeah, now they owe $3.5 billion to 32 creditors, 32 companies. And yeah, now they're apparently moving to Dubai, from Singapore to Dubai, because they are getting deletion threats. And Dubai is a really good place to launch your crypto ventures. So yeah, they're just coming out and saying, really explaining what happened, you know, which isn't really too reassuring. They made risky bets, went under. They say they regret it. They lost their own money, and now they're moving to Dubai to do it all over again. So, I mean, this doesn't really help much, but you know, at least we are getting some information. You know, the owners are breaking their silence and at least giving some peace of mind to the investors and the media, I guess. So really, they should be going to jail, but yeah, I guess white collar crime doesn't pay. And I'm not sure how much moving to Dubai is really going to help them safety wise, but I guess it's better than staying in Singapore. So yeah, just an update here to 3 Hours Capital. Crazy series of events, crazy drama going on, and it's not over yet. So, yeah, we will continue to follow this story. You got to do a segment on Ty's picks for next week and compare them, and then compare how you did. If you pick 100% For the Friday, everyone gets a prize. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna make picks for like next week, but I did say, I think I mentioned on Discord. Eventually, I am gonna get back into day trading, and I'll just say what I'm personally going to put my money in, and there will be like a weekly, monthly, and yearly review on my progress, running my account up, and eventually I do want to give out do giveaways, maybe like $50 or $100. $100 a week, I think would be pretty fair giveaway. But we have quite a bit before we get to that point. Maybe we'll start with like $50 and then bring it up to 100. But yeah, I do want to do more giveaways, weekly giveaways, cash prize maybe. So is FTX the Warren Buffett of crypto? They are bailing everyone out. Essentially, but they're doing it for their own benefit, not to not for the greater good of crypto. They're just coming in and taking advantage and becoming bigger as all the other firms fall. But yeah, FTX is a major player, definitely a monopoly. Them, Coinbase, Binance, and Crypto.com. Major monopolies right now. Well, I got to make money first. Yeah. I don't think I think it'll happen pretty soon, honestly, because money's starting to come in, and everything's recovering now. It seems like, at least. And then, and yeah, hopefully I'll start to day trade here pretty soon again. But yeah, I got some pretty big ideas for content coming up and growing the channel. You can't give out money as prizes with no money. Yeah, it'll happen soon. I just been I just took a pretty big L on the whole market, and then I spent a lot of money getting my investment firm up. So yeah, at the moment, I have to watch the spending. But yeah, pretty soon here, I do have a lot of ideas to grow the channel. So yes, expect cash prizes in the future, and maybe some electronics or something, PlayStations or phones or something. I don't know. We'll get there. All right, back to this. Next article. BlockFi has $1.8 billion in outstanding loans, $600 million of which are uncollateralized. So it says it right there. BlockFi still owes $1.8 billion in loans. So I don't think they're gonna go bankrupt anymore, because they were in trouble. But then, of course, FTX came in and bought them up. But yeah, comes out now they still owe $1.8 billion. So we're not gonna read all this. So that is still pretty concerning. That is pretty concerning. $1.8 billion. But now they are backed by FTX. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. But yeah, damn, BlockFi was really in some hot water before FTX came in. So yeah, we'll continue to follow this story as well. But it seems like they will be able to pay back all their loans and stuff. All right, last two articles, and these are about Russia. So first one here. Russia slashes key interest rate by 150 basis points in shock move. It is the fifth rate cut by the Central Bank of Russia so far this year, after an emergency hike from 9.5% to 20% in late February following Moscow's invasion of Ukraine. In June, it reduced the rate by 150 basis points to 9.5%, the level it was at when the invasion began. All right, so yeah, I do remember this. When the whole Russia-Ukraine thing first started, the whole economy went BitConnect, the Russian economy, that is. And apparently the economy has been recovering. Pretty weird. They're doing they're doing the exact opposite of what the rest of the world is doing. So they're slashing their interest rates when everyone else is raising their interest rates. So I guess it is kind of necessary to stimulate their economy, but this ain't gonna end well. They're gonna have like super hyperinflation. So this was just pretty interesting because I know the economy's not doing good to where they really can be slashing rate hikes like this. I mean, 9.5% is still pretty bad. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. But I have a feeling this is not going to end well. It may work in the short term, but you know, down the road, give it like a year or two, it's going to come back to bite them, and they're going to have super inflation again. But I guess it's pretty cool. You know, I don't want the citizens to suffer anything. But yeah, pretty surprising. Russia doing the opposite of Russia cutting rate hikes, cutting rates, opposite of what the rest of the world is doing. And last article here. Russia and Ukraine sign UN-backed deal to resume grain exports via the Black Sea. So, Russian and Ukrainian officials sat at separate tables to sign the documents. The deal is significant for global food supplies, but also as it's the first major agreement between the two sides since Moscow launched its unprovoked onslaught on February 24th. International onlookers are cautious on the deal, and Russia will be closely watched to make sure it upholds its side of the agreement. All right, so yeah, that's pretty big news. So again, you know, in the beginning, this really was a disruption to the supply chain, because Russia and Ukraine are some of the biggest exporters in the world of grain. So I know like wheat has really been going up through the roof. So this is some really good news, you know. Supply chain is going to go back to normal, not back to normal, but it's going to start going back to normal. And it looks like supply chain is going to ease and prices are going to go down worldwide. So this is really good. This is good for everyone. Both countries and citizens and just everyone in the world. So that's good. Hopefully gas is next. You know, hopefully they get the gas back. Russia gives the gas back to Europe and everything, because that's another issue. But yeah, really good news here. They're not blocking grain exports anymore. What up, Wilson? So we finally got our second chat today. Yeah, today's really slow. I don't know why. Really weird. Friday is usually, you know, one of the better days for streaming. But yeah, what's up, Wilson? What's up? Let me just close that down.
Hey. What's up?
All right, guys, that is all the news for today. So that was some pretty significant news today. And so I hope you guys enjoyed that. And let's get on to the TA today. So yeah, once again, we're going to do two today. We're going to do Snapchat, or Snap, it's just Snap now, NSAP, SNAP, and then TBLT, Toughbuilt Industries. So, so fair warning, guys, I'm going to do a lot of talking now. Hopefully I don't bore you guys too much, and we can get through this as quick as possible. And it shouldn't take too long, because I do have my notes right here. But yeah, you know, we're doing 2 TAs today. We usually do 1, so this is going to take a little bit longer than I expected. Yeah, maybe I'll try to get through this in like half an hour or something. But yeah, all we got left is these 2 TAs and then the Yolos. And let me double check YouTube again real quick. I don't know why today is such a slow show. Yeah, 3 viewers, 5 likes now. So, yeah, appreciate you guys who are here, who are still here, who have been here, and who are still here. And please smash that like button if you haven't yet. Appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
Just now free, since woke up at 6:30. Woke up at 6:30? Well, appreciate you for making it, dude. Sounds like you had a busy day. I thought you were off from work. Thought you were on vacation. Well, sounds like you've been productive, or maybe you're just playing PLO. I don't know, but yeah, shout out to you, Wilson. Glad you make the show today. All right, guys. So we're gonna do Snap first, and then TBLT. I only sleep 5 hours daily. Damn, dude. Shout out to you. I don't know how you do it. You know, I'm still pretty young and I'm getting older, and I need like my full 8 hours. So I couldn't even imagine. Sounds pretty rough. But, you know, I guess when you have a family, you know, a wife and kids to take care of, you gotta do what you gotta do. Do you sleep a lot during the weekend? That's usually what I do, you know, if I don't get sleep. I just sleep in there in the weekend. That's dedication, dude. Alright, so Snap and TBLT. Let's do it. Sleep 10:30, wake up 3:30 daily. You wake up at 3:30 a.m.? Damn, dude. To do what? Pre-market action? You want to get into pre-market action? All right, let's get back to this. All right, Snap and TBLT. All right. So here's SNAP, Snap. This finishes at $9.96 today. That is down 39.08%.
And it's gone.
And of course, the sirens come during the important part. Never fails. They don't come when we're just chilling, but then, you know, when I need quiet for the video later on, then they decide to come. Never ever fails. I'm messing with my show here. So I'll just read these real quick while that passes. Go to work. I start at 5 a.m. You start work at 5 a.m. Damn, dude. Well, you must get off pretty early then. Start at 5 a.m. So when do you get off? Get off at like 1? Alright, dude. Yeah, that takes a lot of dedication. I don't know how you do it. So shout out to you. When you're on at 1 p.m., I normally driving home. Yeah, so 5 to 1. Not bad. Alright, back to this. So we haven't covered Snap in a while here. Last time we talked about Snap was during the last earnings when it got wrecked. And it got wrecked again during this earnings. So this did make top 10 on StockTwits today. I believe this was number 2 after SPY. Had over 7,000 mentions. So once again, we're going to analyze it. And there was a reason as to why the stock went down so much today. Yesterday, in the aftermarket, the earnings came out. And a bunch of price downgrades. So let's check that out. So EPS was negative 2 cents, which actually beat the estimate of negative 3 cents. And revenue was $1.11 billion, which missed the estimate of $1.13 billion. So actually the earnings weren't that bad. Pretty average. So slight beat on EPS and slight miss on revenue. But I think what the market didn't like was that there was no guidance. The company did not release any guidance for the next quarter. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it's a huge question mark. And today, a bunch of institutions came out with price downgrades. RBC adjusts to $10. JP Morgan $9. Susquehanna $11. Benchmark 15. Citi 16. Deutsche 16. Rosenblatt 14. Jefferies 20. MKM 17. Credit Suisse 35. Cohen 10. Guggenheim 12. Stifel 14. Atlantic 13. Evercore 14. Goldman Sachs 12. Truist 12. CFRA 15. Barclays 15. Wells Fargo 14. Piper Sandler 11. And Bank of America 22. So it seems like for the most part, most of the institutions are bearish on Snap, and a lot of them pulled their money today. A lot of institutional money leaving this stock. Billions of dollars. So on the lower ends, we have a $9 price target, and on the higher end, we have a $22 price target. So according to the institutions, the current price of $10 is around below fair market value. Okay, and now let's get to the analysis. Let's jump right in and analyze here. Been doing for 25 years, lol. At the same job? Damn, you gonna get a pension? Or what? Or a fat 401k? Or both? Alright. And what up, Beelzebub?
Hey, hey, hey. What's up?
Thanks for being here, dude. Appreciate you, as always. So it looks like people finally starting to come in. Thank you, guys. Please smash that like button if you haven't yet. Dude, Snap got destroyed. Yeah, Beelzebub. So my bad about yesterday. I did see that you came in at the very end and you made a comment about Snap, but I already ended the show. But yeah, today we are talking about Snap. And yes, it did absolutely get destroyed. This was crazy, 39%. So I used to be in Snap at like 22. And then it went to like 75, and I was really mad. And now it's back down to 10, so not so mad anymore. But yeah, this is a crazy, crazy stock. Super meme stock. I was thinking about buying some at this price, haha. I mean, yeah, not financial advice, but it does look pretty bullish at this point, and you can't go too wrong. I don't know if you just came in or what, but we just went over the price targets. And for the most part, the hedge funds think it's worth more than it currently is at $10. But yeah, I'll put out the full. So we'll get back to the TA here, and I'll put out the full video later on tonight. Yes, pension. That's why I can retire in 5 years. That's pretty soon. I mean, 5 years is kind of long, but it goes by really fast, especially when you're older. So nice, dude. And you say you live in San Francisco, right? So that is the most expensive place in the world to live. More expensive than New York. So it sounds like you get a pretty fat check as well. So awesome, Wilson. Is it good? Buy Snap at 10? Well, not financial advice, but yes. I would say yes. I'll get to that right now. I'll explain why. I'm going to look at the options market for Snap. Be right back. All right, dude. We can look at it right here, but all right. So first of all, we have a cup and handle in the making here. I actually don't know where the bottom of the cup is, because that is being formed right now. But this should bottom out somewhere in the $9 range. And there can be multiple possible tops. It can be $24.95. $30.70. $39.70. Hold up. So 30.70. $34.80, 36, or $39.70. And longer term, this is part of an even bigger cup and handle, where this has the potential to go all the way back up to the all-time high of $83.35. So those are all bullish indicators. That is telling us that the stock should come back up to one of those tops to complete the cup. And then we have a triple gap down. First gap down. Hold up. Right, I was looking at the wrong notes. First gap down is back here at 73.90. So that's a bullish indicator that is telling us that the stock should come back up to 73.90 to fill this gap. And then second gap down is back here at 37.80. So another bullish indicator that is telling us that the stock should come back up to 37.80 to fill this gap. It's actually a quadruple gap down. And we do have a quadruple gap down. Okay. Third gap down is back at 21.70. So another bullish indicator that is telling us that the stock should come back up to 21.70 to fill this gap. And the fourth gap down was created today at 15.45. So that's another bullish indicator that is telling us that the stock should come back up to 15.45 to fill this gap. And that one should fill in the short term. The other three gap downs are probably going to take a while to fill in the long term, but eventually they should. Okay. What up, Punk Skater?
Hey, hey, hey. What's up?
Thanks for being here, dude. Appreciate you, as always. F you Snapchat for crashing the market. Lol. Fastest way to lose money faster than burning it. Buy Tesla puts. We do have I think we have a few Tesla Yolos. We have GME Yolos, Tesla Yolos, Snap Yolos. A lot of lost corn coming up. very soon after the TA, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, finally looks like people are starting to come in. So for a minute, it was just me and Swarls. I don't know why today's show is so slow, but it looks like people finally starting to come in. So appreciate you guys. And please smash that like button if you haven't yet. Option so expensive, G's? Well, yeah, I would assume so, because IV must be through the roof. Yeah, IV is pretty high here. In the 100 to 90, well, 100 to 80% IV range. So, yeah. I would hold off for a little bit before I go for the options. IV is just way too high right now. If you bought at the top, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but buying high ain't one. Yeah, tell that to the apes. Probably a lot of apes bought in here at 70. Bought AMC at 70 as well. You know, and Mullen, GME, everything. The apes, listen, the apes bought GME because the stock split was supposed to cause a MOAS event, right? Stock split, MOAS, it's gonna squeeze, and then it goes down 7%. So I don't know whose bright idea. Who thought it was a bright idea to to buy GME for the split? It's gonna MOAS and they lose money. You can't make this stuff up. There's some pretty hilarious memes on Wall Street Bets, which we'll get to you know, very shortly after we're done with the TA here. Actually, I have 400 shares of Snap with an average of 72. Damn, bro. That is pretty rough. That is pretty rough. So, sorry to hear that. So you can sell covered calls to make some money back, but, you know, 70 strike, 75 strike, you're not going to make much money anyway. So, yeah, that's pretty rough, Beelzebub. You know, not financial advice, but maybe consider averaging down, since it is so cheap now. And maybe one day you can break even, if you get lucky. But yeah, you know, probably the best thing to probably do at this point is to average down and then sell covered calls. But yeah, that's pretty rough, dude. Sorry to hear that. But we've all been there. Buy high, sell low. That's the only way you learn. Implied volatility on Snap is insane. Yeah. It's not like the worst thing in the world, but it is pretty high. I certainly wouldn't be buying options right now. I'd sell them like crazy. 310 for a contract strike, $10, expire next June, or safer next year, or is it safer year and a half for 380 strike 10? Oh, let me reread that. 310 for a contract strike, $10, expire next June, or safer year and a half, 380 strike $10 for Snapchat. I'd probably go with the 380. Because it's not too bad. Only $70 more for half a year. You know, they're both not that bad, actually. 10 strike is, like, you know, very reasonable. That's relatively safe. I do like both. You know, they're both leaps. So, yeah, honestly, they're both pretty good. But the 380 is safer. And I think for $70 more, that's not such a bad deal. So I do like them both. Just be careful, because even with leaps, you know, that can go bad. But yeah, Snap really shouldn't go too much lower. So I like them both, Wilson, to answer your question. But if you want more safety, then yeah, go for the 380. Damn, bro, that's like 28K. Yeah, that's really rough. Or if anything, you know, you could sell off 3K a year and then write it off on your taxes, and then eventually, you know, you can in 9 years, you can write off the whole thing for your snap loss. So, yeah, there are different ways you can go about it, but you seem to be taking it pretty well. That's pretty rough. Red or green Monday? I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes on that one. No, I think it's going to be red. You know, I'm still convinced that SPY is going to go back to 370. Hopefully not, though. But red or green Monday, yes. Okay. All right, back to this. All right, MACD barcode triangle. Okay. In the aftermarket here, this is pulling back down to 992. So that is so if this aftermarket action holds, that would be a bearish indicator for Monday. That is suggesting that Monday the stock will sell off as well. Here we did have a symmetrical triangle forming. This was consolidating between 1640 and 1480, and it looked like so it looked like it was either going to break out to the upside or the downside very soon, and it did in fact break out to the downside. So the symmetrical triangle was a neutral indicator, and now is currently a bearish indicator. And this was also barcoding. And this was also barcoding for a while, between 1550 and 1180. So if it broke 1550, that would have been bullish, and it actually briefly did for a second. But nope, psych. It actually broke 1180 to the downside. Which is bearish. So the barcode was a neutral indicator and is now a bearish indicator. All right, and one more thing. And down here on the MACD, the moving average convergence divergence, the MACD line has not crossed the signal line just yet, but looks like it will very soon. So that is a bearish indicator. That is suggesting that it may be time to sell. Okay. And if you guys want to follow along, the link to the chart is in the description down below. For our MACD crossed down on SPY, so maybe more downside for SPY. Yeah, I think so, unfortunately. So one can hope it's going to go green, but, you know, logically, it looks like it's going to be red. Hopefully not, though. Okay. So we'll go up to 20. 20.5. And actually, okay. So right now this is trading between the sideways channel, the rectangle of 1020 and 905. So if this goes to the upside, next levels of resistance would be 1020, 1120, 1180, 1280, 1360, 1440, 1550, 1635, 1710, 18, 1935, and then 2050. There is resistance. There is resistance above 2050, but we're not going to discuss that right now. And if this goes to the downside, next levels of support would be 905 and then 790. Right. 790 is the all-time low, so no support below that. So right now with the current price, 995, the channels to the upside and the downside are pretty wide. So expect significant price action either way this goes. RSI is currently at 33, so that's not quite oversold and undervalued, but quickly approaching that. So this could be a good buying opportunity. Not financial advice. And this did 328 million in volume today, which is the biggest volume day of the year, way above the average of 28.5 million. So this sell-off today was confirmed by the volume. Okay, guys, just my opinion, not financial advice. And there's Ken. What's up, dude?
Hey, hey, hey. What's up?
Thanks for being here, dude. Appreciate you, as always. And please smash that like button, guys, if you haven't yet. Alright, so it looks like now people are starting to come in. Alright. Yeah, I figured more people will come in later. Okay. So long term, the stock still looks really bullish. We have some strong bullish indicators in the long term, in the cup and handle, and quadruple gap down. And short term, it'll probably bleed down a little bit more, but really shouldn't go down too much further, and should start to catch support and reverse pretty soon. So in the immediate short term, it's bearish, but should go bullish. But should go bullish pretty soon. So therefore, if you want to go along, not financial advice. The current price of $9.95 is already a pretty good entry. Is already an above average entry here. But if you hold off for a little bit longer, you may be able to get a better price. So you certainly can't go too wrong. So you certainly can't go wrong here, buying in at $9.95 already. Again, this should eventually come back up to $773.90 to fill the gap in the long term. And from the current price of $9.95, that would be what? That'd be a lot of upside, that's what. $640. So from the current price of $9.95, that would be over a 640% upside potential. So huge upside potential in the long term here. And really shouldn't go too much further to the downside. This is the yearly low, almost at the all-time low. Most of the hedge funds think that the stock is worth a lot more than the current price. So it's been pretty rough lately, but this really shouldn't go too much lower. It is starting to look pretty bullish. So I would say going long at the current price, $9.95 would be a low risk, very high reward play. Definitely worth a shot in my opinion. Can't go too wrong here. Huge upside potential, not too much downside potential. So I can't support going long at the current price, $9.95. And if it pulls back, then you can just average down at the supports that I mentioned before. Should pay off really big in the long term. And not too much downside risk. Now, if you want to go short, now financial advice, I would not do that, and I would not recommend that. For the same reasons I said to go long. Looks really bullish in the long term. Yearly low, near the all-time low. The hedge funds think it's worth more money. So I think you missed your chance going short here. You should have went short anywhere from the $80 range to the $20 range. And here below $10, it's a bit too late to go short. You definitely missed your chance. And at this point, there's not too much more downside to go, and you'd be exposing yourself to a lot of upside risk. So I would say going short here would be a very high risk, low reward play. Don't really see why you'd go short here. Seems like a really bad idea. So if you want to go short, please do that at your own risk. But don't really see why you would do that. Doesn't make too much sense. So I don't think going short's the greatest idea here, guys. All right. So pretty straightforward, guys. It's been really rough for this stock the past year. Has pulled back very significantly. Past couple of earnings have been pretty rough. Past couple of earnings have been pretty bad. But at this point, long term, the stock looks really bullish. And short term, really can't go down too much lower. It should start to bottom out, catch support, and reverse soon. So if you want to go long, the current price, $9.95. An above average entry already. Can't go too wrong here. But maybe you can get a little bit better. But maybe it'll come down a little bit more and you can get a better price. But huge upside potential in the long term. Not too much downside. So yeah, can't really go too wrong buying in here at the current price, $9.95. Oh. And the hedge funds do think, and most of the hedge funds do think this is worth more than $10. And if you want to go short, does not seem like the greatest idea. Again, looking really bullish in the short and long terms. Hedge funds are bullish on this. Yearly low, near the all-time low. So I think you missed a chance going short here. And it's a bit too late. To short this down. There's not so much money to be made here on the downside, and you'd be exposing yourself to a lot of upside risk. So if you want to go short, please do that at your own risk. But it seems like a really bad idea. So sorry to everyone who lost money in the stock today. But this could be a good buying opportunity, not financial advice. As a wise man once said, buy the effing dip. And good luck to everyone currently in the stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is SNAP, Snap. All right, that took way longer than I expected, and we still got one more to go. So thank you guys for bearing with me here. Next week, I'm going to go crazy with FOMC and big dog earnings volatility incoming. To be honest, in my experience, Snap tends to overreact down, then bounce back the next week. Yeah, Snap is like highly volatile. It does whatever it wants. It's a meme stock, so just be careful with that. But this can absolutely moon and squeeze at any time. All right, TBLT. So let's finish up here with this TBLT, and then we'll get to the Yolos. So we should be done here in like by 6 o'clock. All right. So here is TBLT, Toughbuilt Industries. This finishes at $7.98 today. That is up 39.51%. So we analyzed this stock 1 month ago. When this first started getting momentum, I did say that 180 would be a really good entry. And since then, it's gone up quite a bit, all the way to $8. So definitely short squeezing here. And it looks like it's not done just yet. So this did make top 10 on StockTwits today. I believe it was number 3 after SPY and Snap. Had over 6,000 mentions. So once again, we're going to analyze it. So no company specific news to justify this price action today. This is definitely social media driven. Volume has been going crazy the past couple of days. So this is definitely short squeezing right now. Apes in here. It's just the apes in here. Still trying to squeeze the stock even more. So I'm very happy for the apes. Just be careful at this point. It's never a bad idea to take profits. But all right, let's jump right in. Let's go ahead and analyze here. What up, Bossy and Sweet Records? Haven't seen you before, so welcome to the show and the community. TBLT, thank you. Yeah, we'll analyze it right now. Shout out to you, dude. And for everyone who hasn't yet, please smash that like button. Please and thank you. Okay. So right now, this appears to be a cup and handle in the making. Bottom of the cup being the low of 134. And there can be multiple possible tops. Let's see here. It can be 1025, 1325, 2030. 2030, 3410, or 4160. And longer term, this is part of an even bigger cup and handle where this has the potential to go all the way back up to 105. Wow. Yeah, we'll just keep it there. So those are all bullish indicators. That is telling us that the stock should come back up to one of those tops to complete the cup. And then we have a triple gap down. First gap down is back here at 99.70. So that's a bullish indicator. That is telling us that the stock should eventually come back up to 99.70 to fill this gap. Second gap down is back here at 75.90. So another bullish indicator. That is telling us that the stock should come back up to 75.90 to fill this gap. And third gap down is back here at 24.80. So another bullish indicator that is telling us that the stock should come back up to 24.80 to fill this gap. And it may take a while for those gaps to fill, but eventually in the long term they should. In the aftermarket here, this is running up to 810. So if this aftermarket action holds, that would be a bullish indicator for Monday. That is suggesting that on Monday, this stock will run to the upside as well. This stock will run to the upside as well. And now the bearish stuff. Here we have an ascending wedge forming. Right now, this is consolidating between 940 and 640. Let's see. 150. So 790. So there's a bit more consolidation to go, but this should consolidate somewhere around 790, which is like where it's at now. Which is where it's around right now. And then from there, it should break out to the downside. So the ascending wedge is currently a bearish indicator. And we also have this bear flag forming. Here's the flagpole, and here's the flag. So that's a bearish indicator that is telling us that the stock may break out to the downside. All right, I think I got everything there. Yes. And if you guys want to follow along, the link to the chart is in the description down below. All right, so we'll go up to 20 and down to the low, I guess. Cool. So right now, this is trading between the sideways channel, the rectangle of 845 and 770. So if this goes to the upside, next levels of resistance would be 845, 895, 955, 1025, 1115, 1210, 1325, 1470, 1610, and then 2030. There is resistance above 2030, but we're not going to discuss that right now. And if this goes to the downside, next levels of support would be 770, 735, 675, $6, 515, 475, 430, 380, 335, 285, 240, 210, 180, and then the low of 135. So right now at the current price, $8. The channels to the upside and the downside are pretty decently sized. So expect a regular amount of price action either way this goes. However, if/when this breaks 950 to the upside, the channel starts to open up and get really wide. So expect a significant increase in price action if/when this breaks 950. 955. RSI is currently at 76. So this is officially in overbought and overvalued territory. So be careful, guys. And this did 138 million in volume today, which is the second biggest volume day of the year. Way above the average of 1.7 million. So this pump/squeeze today was confirmed by the volume. Okay, guys, just my opinion, not financial advice. So long term, the stock looks really bullish. We got some very strong bullish indicators in the cup and handle and triple gap down. In the short term, this appears like it's still squeezing, so there may be a little bit more upside to go. But as with every short squeeze, it'll have to come crashing down eventually. Just a matter of when, not if. So be very careful, guys. So be very careful, guys. Short term, this is starting to look very bearish. So therefore, if you want to go long, not financial advice, I would not do that, and I would not recommend it. You missed a lot of upside already. You could have went long really anywhere in the $1 to $5 range. And here at $8, it's a bit too late to go long. There may be more upside to go because, again, the squeeze is still on. But it's very dangerous at this point. It's pretty much a game of hot potato. So I think at the very most, yeah, not even. I would say at the most, this comes back up to around $25 to fill the gap there in the short term. And from the current price of $8, that'd be what? 200. That would be over a 210% upside potential. So while it definitely is possible, this keeps squeezing in the short term. I don't really think there's too much more upside to go. And again, there is a gap up at 245. And that should eventually fill. and that gap should eventually fill. So from the current price $8 down to $2.45. Let's see here. That would be about a 70% downside potential. So in the short term, 210% upside potential, 70% downside potential. So I would say going long at the current price of $8 would be a high risk, high reward play. You definitely can make money, just a bit too dangerous for my liking. So if you want to go long, please do that at your own risk. And I would say have an exit plan. Make sure you set your sell orders. Don't get too greedy, guys. Honestly, selling here $8 is already a pretty good time to exit if you're currently in the stock. But if you're currently not in the stock and you want to get in, I would say hold off to 245 where the gap is. It should eventually come back down there. May take a little bit, but eventually it should. But eventually it should come back down there. And I think 245 would be an excellent entry for the long term. Would be an excellent entry. And again, in the long term, this should come back up to $100 to fill the gap there. So from the current, from 245 up to about 100 where the gap is, that would be about that would be what? That would be about a 4,000% upside potential. So I would say going long at 245 would be a low risk, extremely high reward play. Excellent entry. Really can't go too wrong there. So yeah, I don't think $8 is a great entry, although there is still a good amount of upside potential in the short term. So if you want to go long, please do that at your own risk. And I do think 245 is an excellent entry to go long. Huge upside potential. Really can't go too wrong there. So I don't like the entry. So I don't like the current entry of $8. But I can support going along at 245. And if it pulls back, then you can just average down at these supports that I mentioned before. What up, Peasy?
Hey, hey, hey. What's up?
Thanks for being here, dude. Appreciate you, as always. What's good? Sorry I'm late. That's alright, dude. Better late than never. Appreciate you. And please smash the like button. Please smash the like button if you haven't yet, guys. Oh, I forgot to mention, too. So if you're currently in the stock, consider selling or selling very soon. Because I do believe this is due for some pretty significant pullback. Don't get too greedy, guys. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice, seems like a pretty good play to me. According to the RSI, $8 is, again, according to the RSI, $8 is overbought and overvalued. This will probably run to the upside for a little bit longer. Maybe a few more trading sessions. But like I said, as with every short squeeze, this will have to come crashing down, just a matter of when, not if. So again, I do believe this has the potential to go back up to $25 in the short term to fill the gap, although that's pretty unlikely. I would say that's the max potential gain, $25. And again, this should come back down to $245 to fill the gap there, which would be about a 70% downside potential. So I would say going short here at $8 would be a medium risk, high reward play. Definitely worth a shot in my opinion. I say medium reward. I say medium reward play. I say medium risk. I say medium risk because, again, this is still in the middle of a short squeeze. So there is still risk involved, although I believe it's not going to go too much higher. To the upside. And I say very high reward play because 70% downside potential here. So as long as you're able to withstand some upside pressure, you should be able to make some pretty fat money here on the downside. So I can't support going short at the current price, $8 and higher. And again, I would cover at $245 where the gap is. And that should be a relatively easy 70% downside gain. All right, I think I got everything there. So pretty straightforward, guys. It's been a really rough year for this stock. Pulled back all the way from 105 down to the $1 range. But the stock still looks really bullish in the long term. And in the short term, it's been squeezing, and the squeeze is still on. So there's probably a bit more upside to go in the short term, but at some point, sooner or later, this will probably reverse and pull back pretty significantly. So if you want to go long, not financial advice, I think you missed your chance. You missed a lot of upside already in the past week. And at this point, it would probably be FOMO going long here. It's actually a good time to sell if you're currently holding the stock. So if you want to go long, please do that at your own risk. High risk, high reward right now, and have an exit plan. But if you're currently not in the stock, it would be a lot better to just hold off and wait until this fills the gap at 245. That would be an excellent entry. Huge upside potential in the long term. Really can't go too wrong there. And if you want to go short, looks like a pretty decent play. $8, really good entry on the short side right now. Overbought, overvalued, according to the RSI. 3 gaps to fill on the downside. And while this is still squeezing, it really shouldn't go too much further to the upside. It should be coming to an end pretty soon. So I do like going short here. As long as you're able to withstand some upside pressure, you should be able to make 70% to the downside here relatively easily. So I can support going short at $8, and again, I would cover at $2.45 where the gap is. Again, for a relatively easy 70% downside gain here. So congratulations to everyone who made money in the stock today. Consider taking profits if you're up, not financial advice. But don't get too greedy, guys. Secure the gains, lock in the profits. And good luck to everyone currently in the stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is TBLT, Toughbuilt Industries. Alright, guys. So yes, took way longer than I expected. A lot of talking today. Took about 50 minutes. But we're done with the TA. Hope I didn't bore you guys too much. That's over with. Should make some really good content later on when I edit the videos. But yeah, guys, that's it for the TA. And let's finish up here with the Yolos. So, let me check YouTube real quick. We got some pretty good Yolos today. A lot of good Yolos, actually. So give me a second to pull that up. And let me check YouTube in the meantime. So we should be done here around 6 o'clock. So finishing right on time. Unless you guys want to chill. Well, it seems like there's not too many people today. Although a lot of people did come in towards the end here. Towards the middle and the end. So yeah, give me 1 second. Let me pull up the Yolos. And we'll give that a second to finish loading. And then I'll check YouTube and we'll finish up with the show here. Alright, let that finish loading. And if you guys have anything else, questions, comments, concerns, charts, anything you want me to look at, put in the chat right now, and we'll get to that. Otherwise, we'll just finish up with the Yolos here. And then we'll get out of here. So let me check YouTube real quick. Alright, it says 1 viewer. I don't know if YouTube's lying or what. Because a lot of times they are lying. Doesn't seem right, but it says 1 viewer, 12 likes. So I appreciate everyone who's still here.
I appreciate you.
All right. So we'll give this another minute to finish loading, and we'll get started here. Alright, I think we'll get started anyway. Taking a bit long to load. Alright guys, so today should be fun. I think we have 12 Yolos in total, so a lot of them. A lot of lost corn today. A lot of lost corn. I think 1 gain corn and some Yolos, but mostly lost corn today. Which is usually what happens on Friday, when options expire. So this should be fun today. Let's do it, guys. This first one is by underqualified pilot. One of us. So this is kind of a meme. And lost corn. So, should I declare bankruptcy? So the guy says he's fairly young, but has made some poor financial decisions. He has 20K in personal loan debt, 10K in credit card debt, and 10K that he owes his brokerage. You could just delete Robinhood for that. 20K in student loan debt, and 30K personal loan with his parents. and he makes 45K a year. No assets besides his car and 4K in cash. Should I declare bankruptcy? I understand that wouldn't help me with the interest-free loan and the student loans, but I just feel those would be manageable. Yeah, so I don't know how young he is, but he's in quite a bit of debt here. So 40K, 60K. So 60K in debt that he has to pay back, that he's on the hook for, and 30K that he owes, but it's with his parents, so, you know, you can pay that back in the long term. But you really shouldn't be mucking your parents like that. So should he declare bankruptcy? Well, I don't know. We're not getting the full picture here. But I don't know how the hell you're going to pay that back. So 60K and only 4K? Maybe. You know, you don't have to if you move back in with your parents, and then you just work and pay it off. But yeah, pretty big hole here. So I would say that may be a good option. That may be a good option if you're able to limit your living expenses and pay it down. Otherwise, or maybe a good option not to do that if you're able to limit your expenses and pay it down. If you're not, maybe you should declare bankruptcy. Although, yeah, it probably wouldn't help too much because you do have student loan debt, which you can never escape. Either way, yes, you've made some bad decisions and you're in a pretty bad situation right now. So I can't really answer this question, but yeah, you done effed up. So honestly, what I would do, I think the best advice is to try to move back in with your parents and pay off, just work, pay off your loans, especially to your parents. And that way you don't have to declare bankruptcy and you can actually dig yourself out of this hole while you're still young. But yeah, you guys shouldn't be in this much debt that young. This is crazy. So bad decisions and, got to make tough decisions to get out of this. So underqualified pilot, thanks for posting. Sorry for your loss, but, this is kind of your own fault. So, rooting for you, dude. If you can help it, don't declare bankruptcy. But you may have to. Alright. So, now we're on to the corn. This is the only gain coin, I think. This is by Nailsman. Good Friday snap put option. So, we'll just look at snap here. But yeah, he's up like 15.5K in one day on these snap puts. Crazy. Yeah, 15K. 15K on snap puts. And they're not even like super FDs. But yeah, fat gains here on snap puts. Nice. So I don't really recommend you guys do this. Pretty risky. But it paid off here. And, really shouldn't go above the strikes by August 19th. So, yeah, this guy won. This guy won. You should probably just cut it now, though, to be honest. While Ivy is high. But, yeah. Really well done. Don't recommend you guys do this. Highly risky, but really well done. So, enjoy the Tindies, dude. Alright, I think that's all the gain core. Now we're on to the loss core. So this is by Palantirs. Get it? GME 66K YOLO. Please help Papa Cohen. Alright, don't do this, guys. This is ridiculous. So, yeah, 326 calls here. GME 40 strike. Expires August 5th. So, 2 weeks to go. This was a 55K YOLO. 56K YOLO. Right now it's down 11.6K. 21%. And then over here, he has $52.5 calls. Same thing. 240 of them, expiring August 5th. And this one was about a 12K YOLO, and he's down 5.1K, 43%. Alright, so, yeah, 2 weeks, 40 and 52.5. So, yeah, first of all, guys, this is insanely stupid, insanely risky. Don't do this unless you can afford to lose the money. So, he's already deep in a hole here. Let's check out GME. At 36. So this needs to go up 10% in, at least 10% in 2 weeks. And really 40% in 2 weeks for the other one. So it's not looking good. Not looking good at all. So you should definitely cut the 52.5 strikes. That's not happening. As for these, probably not happening as well. But you have a chance at least. What's the, what's the delta on that? Let's see. Not good. Delta's 32. So 32% chance this works. So 1 in 3. Not good chances. Yeah, I'd probably just cut it. Definitely have to cut the 52.5 strikes, and I'd probably cut this one as well. Save yourself a lot of money here. Save yourself 50K. So yeah, Palantirs, thanks for posting. Great YOLO, but this is insanely stupid and not going good so far. And good chance it goes to 0. So, yeah, if I were you, I'd probably cut. It sucks, but better than losing, 60K, 66K. You can only lose. You can take the 16K loss now, or lose all 66K. So, yeah, I think you should cut. But no matter what happens, please post updates. Want to see how this goes. And don't ask Papa Cohen for help. You got yourself in this mess. Get yourself out. But yeah, thanks for posting. Sorry for your loss so far, and good luck to you. Please post updates. Alright, this is by Lean Turkey for Lunch. Here's an update. So, deletion to GME Part 3. Increase short position by 6x to 60K. Alright, so we've been following this guy. He had some puts on GME. And he kept doubling down and tripling down. And now it's over. They already expired. So I'm not sure if these adjusted for the split or what. But I think this was pre-split. So how much did it split? GameStop, like 20-1? I'm not even sure. The hell are they doing outside? Four to 1. 4-1 split. Alright, so we divide by 4 here. I don't know if it made it. Actually, I think it may have made it. Yeah, actually, the 135 and 140 puts should have printed today. I wish we had an update. Yeah, I actually think this guy made out in the money for the most part. That's crazy. So I wish we had an update on this right now. So we did a whole DD as well. Yeah, so I wish I could comment on the update here. But I think these actually finished in the money. Yeah, 150 divided by 4. Maybe not this last one. What is that? Is that 36? Yeah, I don't think the 151 finished in the money. I don't know if he actually lost or gained. But this was an epic YOLO. He was down a lot. He was down, was that 924? He was down like 24K. So I'm not sure if he's up or down now. But either way, epic YOLO. And shout out to you. Lean turkey for lunch. Thanks for the update. And please update again. I want to see how this ended. I think he finished slightly in the green, though. So, yeah, white's risky for my liking. I don't recommend you guys do this, but this guy did get pretty lucky here. I want to see an update, though. But, yeah, regardless, epic YOLO. Alright, this is by In Vaccine. Can't really say the whole thing. You can read it yourself. Don't want to get flagged by YouTube. My tribute to the Lost Corn Gods. Alright, so I think here we just have a bunch of general lost corn. So this guy's down 160K. In what? In like 7 months, he's down 160K. How is that even possible? This has to be FD YOLOs or growth meme stocks margin. So, not sure what he did, but he effed up. But at least he still has 124K. A lot of money. If it's FDs, he can't get it back, but he'll be alright. He'll be alright. Expensive lesson. Shouldn't have lost this much money. But yeah, this guy will be fine. But yeah, epic loss corner here. 160K, 7 months. That takes some skill. Ron Vigil. What's up, dude? Haven't seen you here before, so welcome to the show and the community. What do you think about TBLT for next week, and will it go over $10? Yeah, if you want, dude, we actually just did it a couple minutes ago. So you can watch the playback if you want. You can rewind or watch the playback, or just wait until I come out with the video. That should be out by tonight. I'll do the TBLT video. But in summary, you may not like this, but at this point, you know, it's getting really overbought and really overvalued. It's still squeezing, so, you know, it still can go up next week. But just be very careful at this point. If I personally would stay away from it. So will it go over $10? It's definitely possible, but like I said, just be very careful. You know, I personally would not buy in at $8 right now. I think that's a bit too late. I'd actually look to sell pretty soon. But yes, it is still possible it goes over $10. Just be very, very careful. You know, it's going to have to come crashing down at some point. So at this point, it's like a game of hot potato. You know, you don't want to be left holding the bag. So, I think in the short term, it has a bit more upside to go, but sooner or later, it's going to come pulling back very significantly. So it can go over $10, but don't count on it. It's just high risk, high reward at this point. Bought in 619, so nice, dude. Really fat gain already. What, 30%, something like that? So yeah, dude, honestly, and this is not financial advice, but if I were you, I'd probably look to sell pretty soon. I'd look to sell somewhere next week. I would set a stop loss somewhere in there, and you know, you could hold it for a little bit longer, see if you can squeeze out any more profits. But yeah, I'd probably look to sell pretty soon if I were you. Cash in your 30% there. But yeah, dude, like I said, you can go watch the playback. I explain everything, full TA and everything. You can watch the playback, rewind, or just wait till I put out the edited video later on tonight. So yeah, hope that helps, dude. Hope that answers your question. May not be what you wanted to hear, but you know, I tell the truth here. I don't scream moon, moon, moon. I say, you know, I'm a fiduciary. I tell the truth on if I think something's going up or down. So it's gone up quite a bit in the past week. So I think it's due for some pretty significant pullback. But still squeezing, so good luck to you. All right, back to this, guys. This is by Samantha 1 1026. Sometimes all I think about is you. All right, so more general loss corn. Down 53K, 47% in over a year. This is over a year. Like 13 months, 14 months. That's still pretty bad. So, yeah, only one way this is possible. FD Yolos or meme stocks. Or both. So, kind of similar to the last guy. That's some epic loss corn, but still has 59K, so he'll be alright. Probably can't get back the FD money, but, he'll be alright. Just buy and hold, diamond hands, and, do it the right way. You'll make your money back. But yeah, some epic loss corn here. 53K. Alright, this is by Find Vikas. Dear kids, and that's why we are poor. Sorry could not buy your Christmas presents, send young kid to preschool, and wife wants a divorce. But thankfully trying to come out of it with a life lesson. Come out of it with a lesson for life. No more options trading. I was up 61K and now down 51K.
Bruh.
And it's gone.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. So, yes, guys. Maybe you should chill with the options trading, or the options buying at least, because this is typically what happens, and the other guys. And yeah. I hope he's joking, but I don't think he is. Sounds like he really messed up his family. Messed up the future for his kid, and messed up his marriage. So, a good chance your wife leaves you for a boyfriend. But yeah. So, what can we learn here? If you're going to trade options, and you're up that much money, secure the gains. Don't get too greedy. Otherwise, the longer you do it, more likely it's going to zero. So, yes, option trading, very risky. Be careful with that. Sell options, buy leaps, don't buy FDs. And, yeah, this could be you. Probably will be you. So, yeah, chill with the FD YOLOs. Chill with the options. Sell options, buy leaps. And if you have responsibilities, you should probably not be YOLOing like this. But epic loss corn here. So what, he lost 100, 110K? 112K? Damn. So yeah. Fine, Vikas, thanks for hosting. Sorry for your loss. Hope you're joking. But yeah, I think you learned your lesson. So, hopefully you're okay, dude. Thanks for hosting, and good luck to you. What up, Golf? What's up, dude? Thanks for being here. Appreciate you, as always. And please smash that like button, guys, if you haven't yet. You came in here to the for the end of the show. So, almost done, but, glad you can make the end. Appreciate you, dude. This is by Moonies. I need a cigarette. GG, everyone. Catch you guys next year on Monday. Alright, so what do we got here? Did this guy go all in SPY? What the hell happened? No, he didn't go all in SPY. He just went all in with the rest of his money SPY. Alright, so yeah. All time down 99%. 50K.
And it's gone.
Literally, and it's gone. So, why next year on Monday? Anyway, so, yeah, only one way this is possible. FD YOLOs. So again, guys, there's a theme here today. Chill with the FD YOLOs. It never ends well, for the most part. The gain corn you see here is not typical. The loss corn is very typical. So, yes, Moonies, thanks for posting. Sorry for your loss, but I don't feel bad at all. Totally your fault. And, yeah, hope you learned your lesson. Chill with the FDs. And in the grand scheme of things, 50K isn't the worst thing in the world. Go work at Wendy's for a year. And, come back smarter. So I'll give him the doomer here. Back to Wendy's, back to McDonald's. Give him the dumpster, too. Alright, 4 more. This is by Awkward Novel 7. Majority of Robinhood lost corn has similar graphs. Robin the Hood. Yes, they've been Robin the Hood. So, more or less the same. All time, 100% loss. About 23K. Same story. Has to be FD Yolos. Chill with FD Yolos, guys. This is gonna happen to you. You think you're a genius, but you're not. This is gonna happen to you when you play FD Yolos. I don't know why all these apes, they see all this lost corn, and they think, that's not gonna be me. So, yeah. You really robbed yourself here. You just gave them your money. They didn't really rob you. But yeah, Awkward Novel 7, thanks for hosting. Sorry for your loss. Don't feel too bad. But, yeah, go work at Wendy's for a year. Come back. Come back smarter. Not the worst thing in the world. 23K. You'll be alright, dude. But thanks for hosting. Sorry for your loss. Good luck to you. Alright, this is by E12335. I think this is an update. We think we reviewed this guy yesterday. But RIP, it was nice while it lasted. So, SPX YOLO today. 4,025 call. That expired out of the money, so he's down 20K.
Be connected.
And it's gone.
Yep. So, damn, I couldn't even imagine losing all this money in one day like that. But high risk, high reward. That's what happens when you play FD YOLOs. Especially SPX, SPY. So, again, chill with the FD YOLOs, guys. Sooner or later, it's going to happen to you. So, this guy lost 20K today. Absolutely sick. So, E12335, thanks for posting. Thanks for the update. Sorry for your loss. But, great post. I think you're okay, though. Maybe not. I don't know. It says he has 5,600 left in money. So, maybe not. But, regardless, thanks for posting. Great post. Sorry for your loss. Good luck to you. Alright, two more. This is by All Day Eating. This is a profit loss percentage personal best for me. Inverse me for max gains. Yes, inverse Wall Street bets for max gains. So this guy's down 190%. What the hell? How is that even possible? Margin? Well, yeah, a lot of FDs here. A lot of FDs. Calls and puts. But in total, he's down about 18K today. Again, chill with the FDs, guys. You see these posts over and over and over, and you think something else is going to happen. But yeah, that's pretty impressive. 190% down. 18K. Wow. Pretty sick. So yeah, All Day Eating. Thanks for posting. Sorry for your loss. Good luck to you, dude. Hope you're okay. But yeah, that is pretty impressive. 190%. Alright, last one by Zero Brain Cells Left. Forgive me, Father, for I have autismed. Hope I can say that. Don't want to get flagged by YouTube. So, so here we have, he's down 30K. He's down, yeah, he's down 11K here. And then he's down 19K on SQQQ shares. Yeah, so the guy's currently down 30K. I think he lost all of this SPY money, SPY puts. So that's 11K gone for sure. As for SQQQ, he could just hold though. So really, 11K realized gains. So he still has, 117K in total here. So he'll be all right. Pretty big hit, but he'll be all right. So this guy is like betting within his means. A bit aggressive, but, at least it's not all in YOLO. So, yeah, epic loss coin here, but not the worst thing in the world. The guy doesn't seem like that dumb. But, yeah, again, chill on the FD YOLOs, guys. And, yeah, shares are the way. So, he's down 20k on shares here, 19k, but just buy and hold. You make it back. So, yeah, 0 brain cells left. Thanks for posting. Sorry for your loss. Not too bad, though. You'll be alright. But, yeah, chill with FD YOLOs. But, alright, guys. So, that is the show for today. So, that did take longer than I expected. I thought we were going to go 2 hours today. So, we went about 2 hours, 15 minutes. But, yeah, that was a pretty good show. We did start pretty slow. But a lot of people came in here towards the end. The middle and the end. So, I appreciate you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. A lot of content to get through today. A lot of articles. 5 articles. 2 TAs. A lot of YOLOs. So, yeah, a lot of stuff to get through today. Hope you guys enjoyed. That was some pretty good content. And, yep, that's all I got. So, appreciate everyone. Anything else before we get out of here? Questions, comments, concerns, charts, anything you want me to look at, put it in the chat right now. Otherwise, we out of here. And I'll catch you guys next week.
I appreciate you. You loyal.
Let me check YouTube before we get out of here. I think most people are gone. So yeah, it says 1 viewer, 14 likes. So, yeah, looks like most people dip, so. Alright, let's get out of here, guys. So, I'll work on this Snap and TBLT video tonight. That should be out tonight. Or tomorrow morning. Alright, appreciate everyone for the show. Catch you guys next week. Let's get out of here. Thanks everyone for watching today. I appreciate you guys. Please, like the video. Please subscribe. And catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. You apes already know, diamond hands to the moon. I'm Ty. This is Smarter Gambling. See you guys on Monday. Have a great weekend, everybody. Peace out.